All right, shower is completed. That's not okay.
Oh, I just saw the gnat again.
That's not okay, in my opinion. Oh! I've ordered takeout. Yes, I have. I'm using a literal butter knife right now.
Tried my first bite of food. It dribbled on me a little bit.
One day I will be a plus size influencer who has died. That is crazy.
This video is so raw, you guys. Fuck.
Damn, what a real bitch is that?
Hey there, YouTube. It's me, Hens. I'm back here with Amberlynn, and this is probably going to be even juicier and spicier than the last time. She blocked Karina Kaboom for some reason. Karina's only been talking to her bestie lately because she was in her comments. She wanted to clarify some stuff for us, the audience. And Amber, I guess, isn't happy about that. So this one is called My Lies Are Haunting Me, calling out specific reaction channels and updates on Rarity. The updates on Rarity is all clickbait, just so you know. Apathetic Facts had posted just to clarify to everybody before they watched the video, expecting some actual update. It's not an update. It's just her saying that there's no update. So, yeah. Let's get into this video and see what else she has for us.
Hello, hello. Welcome to
Hello,
part 3
hello.
of a 4-part series where I answer 100 of your guys' questions, 25 per each video. And I do have a few disclaimers. I chose to do this because I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, but for the next 10 days, I'm gonna be super busy, so I'm not gonna have any time to edit, but I definitely will have time to film, so you don't have to worry about that. So to keep my promise, I am pre-filming, so...
It's so funny that you don't even work much in the week, and you can't be bothered to take an hour or two out of each day, not even each day, every other day, to edit your filming. So that just makes you sound lazy. Literally, I just completed a huge thing at work and we did super well. Perfectly, actually. No errors. And I'm so happy, but I worked through the weekend. I went in early today. I got up at 4 so that I could be ready in time. And I was still like, ugh, it was all a cluster. But then everything went well. And now I'm here filming and I'm going to edit today. And it's only 6 o'clock at night. So Amber, what are you doing with all your time? You're so busy? You're living such a busy life.
In the best way that I knew how, I was like, let's do some Q&As for now. So if you haven't seen my other 2, they're already posted. Things get a little juicy, and we're gonna continue getting juicy. And I feel like in part 4, we might get even juicier. So let's do it. All right, first question. What kind of ASMR do you watch on YouTube?
Ew, I didn't know that she was gonna say that she was gonna describe it as juicy. I wouldn't have said that before when I was talking.
Lately, I've been really loving like certain perfectionist like final touches of like the hair.
Girl, your hair always looks messy and like you didn't do anything to it.
I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, it's so calming when like they do like curls and they like move the hair like this and like just like perfect little tiny little movements. That's why it's called ASMR perfectionist or whatever. Oh my god, it's so good and calming. 10 out of 10 recommend. What are some of your hobbies lately? I've been into scrapbooking, journaling, Legos.
How do you scrapbook if you don't have any photos? If you don't go anywhere? If you don't do anything? What are you putting in the scrapbooks? You don't go outside and collect flowers. You don't press them. You don't do any kind of art. You're not creative. So what are you doing?
Doodling. Yeah, that's about it. What's your love language or favorite way to be loved? So for the longest, I thought words of affirmation was like top 2 of my love languages, but it's not. It's actually like 3rd. My number 1 love language, I think, is physical touch. Like with the right person, like I cannot touch you enough.
Ew.
You cannot.
AKA, I want to lay on you. You can be under my fupa, baby. Tommy, Emily, Willow, Oak, get under there. Gross. If anything, for me, it would be, I believe it's called ACT, like where you're actually like doing something for somebody. That's how I do it and how I really understand, like if somebody's willing to do something for me or without me asking or even thinking about asking. And maybe the other would be gifts just because like I'm not used to getting them. So I don't know. It would be kind of a surprise. So I don't know. That's just
touch
me.
me enough. Like, let's be in each other's skin. And then my second love language is definitely quality time. I feel like that is so freaking important. It's not even funny. Quality time.
Of course, quality time. We have to spend as much time together as possible, babe. You can't go to work today, babe. Underbite, babe. Jut out my lower jaw, babe.
Time with zero distractions, just you and your partner to connect mentally, physically, emotionally, through
Ew.
laughter, deep conversations, fun, etc., etc.
That's fine for most people who like find that for themselves, but Amber uses it as like a manipulation thing. And then when you don't spend time with her, she guilts you about it.
In other ways, I love to be loved that isn't even part of like the love language list. Like just understanding and patience and kindness and just like a gentle love.
Bitch, that's not what that means. What? She's so vague. Like, she can't describe what she's actually talking about. She wants somebody who doesn't push her too hard, who doesn't want too much from her, aka who doesn't have standards for themselves and for the relationships that they're in. You should have a standard for yourself and for the relationships you engage in. And then when you come to a mutual realization that you're together, that should be a significant thing. It shouldn't be something so fleeting unless that's what you want.
That's genuinely important to me. Do you follow trends with the clothing you wear? No. No.
Yes.
Most trends, I'm not gonna lie to
Yes.
you, and I'm not here to judge. But yes, the trends, you know what? Pop off.
You guys, I saw this thing on TikTok. That's you, Amber. You literally have TikTok brain. Instagram and TikTok brain.
You do you. You look great. If you love what you wear, you automatically look beautiful to me. But they're not for me. I
No.
have my own style. Sometimes I don't even understand my own style. If I see it and I wear it and I like it and I love it, I'm gonna keep wearing it. I don't care.
Usually it's whatever your girlfriend likes wearing. If whatever style they have, you try to assimilate it. And the only thing I think about you and Emily is that she likes to wear, it looks like flannels and stuff like that and short sleeve tees. You're not about that life and you can't wear jeans. So, yeah, you can't really dress like her. But when you were back in the Crystal era, you literally tried to dress exactly like her. And then you dragged it sort of into the Destiny era, but then you switched over into sweatpants and t-shirts just like Destiny was wearing. And then but then you couldn't wear jeans or khakis like how Destiny likes. So that was the difference for you then. Just an observation.
Care what anybody says out there. What do you actually need a planner for? That sounds like a little bit of shade. So I like to plan YouTube videos. You guys don't know this, but I have like a whole list of things that I want to talk about in vlogs or show in vlogs or what do I want to do in vlogs. I'm also a very to-do list oriented type of girly, whether it's things around the house or
You can make all the lists you want, but if you never do anything, if you never leave your house, if you never have the ability to just on the spur of the moment do something that you want to do, you have the money, you have the time, but you don't have the physical ability.
or things I'm doing with my mom or things that I have to do just to remind myself because my memory is not good. So I use a planner to plan. How often do you use your tarot cards? I only ever use them when I truly feel like the universe is like, I want to tell you something, or if I want the universe to tell me something, because it's not always the universe coming to me and being like, girly pop, like, we need to talk. Sometimes it's like me saying, we need to talk. I genuinely feel like with the tarot cards that I have,
She's
like,
so annoying.
I have treated them with like the kindness you need to treat your tarot cards. I might have been a
Mind you, she bought them off of Amazon.
little neglectful. I'm currently actively staring at them because they're on my bookshelf. And just know that I love you guys. I do.
The deck she got was not an actual tarot deck. It was like a fortune card deck.
Maybe I should get them out tonight because I'm feeling guilty. It's been like easily over a month, maybe even longer. Oh my god, it's been since before I went to Wisconsin. Holy. I do believe that if you treat your tarot cards right, like they'll treat you right and they'll connect with the universe even more. I know to some people, like, you probably think I'm crazy and you don't believe in that, but everyone has their different beliefs.
Some
I would never
people
judge
like
someone.
you. She's talking to a whole audience and she says that. Like, that doesn't make sense as a sentence. What the heck?
based on what they believe, and I hope they would do the same for me and they won't judge me. And it's really crazy because I feel like I have like matured a lot spiritually. I used to not really believe in tarot readings or tarot cards or really anything about it, but I'm telling you that was
Wait, what
years
was that?
judge me. And it's really crazy because I feel like I have like matured a lot spiritually. I used to not really believe in tarot readings or tarot cards or really anything about it,
That sounded like a door.
but I'm telling you that was years ago. But as time went on, I felt more compelled to get my own deck of cards and to treat them in the way they deserve and to come at it with like a sense of respect and understanding. Every single time I have done a tarot
What
reading
was
on it
that?
with like a
That
sense
sounded
of
like a
respect
voice.
and understanding, treat them in the way they deserve and to come at it with like a sense of respect and understanding. Every single time
That was a voice. That was Emily.
I have done a tarot reading on myself, whether the reading was bad or good, it felt right and it felt true. And I definitely felt it in my heart. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking those
Somebody's
cards
over
tonight
there.
and doing a reading because I think I need one.
She's
And
literally
I'll
pointing
be
at Emily and looking at her.
true. And I definitely felt it in my heart. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking.
Yeah, she's mad because she's making noise and she's pointing at her, trying to get her to stop. That's what I think. That's my conspiracy theory. Look at that. That's so weird.
True. And I definitely felt it in my heart. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be taking those cards down tonight and doing a reading
And then
because
she's trying to stop
need
herself from smiling.
one. And I almost feel like someone asked me that question because the universe was like, Amberlynn, we need a tarot reading. We should speak a
No,
little
we
bit.
don't.
So thank you to the person asking that question. What were your Animal Crossing eras like? So I've had 3 Animal Crossing eras where I played obsessively. The first time ever was, I know I was living in Virginia and I would play like obsessively. So that was the first time.
Yeah, because she made Crystal's parents buy her the exact same game system. It was like a Nintendo Nintendo 3DS. They both had them and they would play together. And then Amberlynn sold it when she moved in with Destiny because they were, I think, short on rent.
And then the other 2 times is when I was living in Kentucky. And since then, haven't touched it. Do you think lesbians can be non-binary? Of course. Do you still smoke Delta 8? And are you going to stop when you start semaglutide? I do still smoke. I definitely don't smoke as much as I used to.
She smokes, you guys. She said she smokes, not vapes. Smokes.
And I will be more than likely stopping when I start semaglutide. Delta 8 gives me the munchies, and it would be counterproductive. Is that the right word? It'll be counterproductive to be taking semaglutide, but then also.
I mean, yeah, if it gives you the munchies, then yeah, you should not do it if you're trying to lose weight by taking a weight loss medication. It's weird that you're doing it now in advance of going on it because it's going to make it even harder for you. Interesting.
So smoking Delta 8, like it doesn't make sense. If you plateau on semaglutide this time, will you still keep taking it? Last time I took semaglutide, it stopped working because the syringes I got were pre-filled, which you are not supposed to do that because when you pre-fill a syringe, it expires in 28 days. And through the med spa that I went, they acted as if that was okay. And I know a lot of people were asking like, did you see a doctor? The person was actually an RN, so they knew what they were talking about, but no one's a robot. People make mistakes. 28 days is only 4 weeks. And for 4 weeks,
I can't wait for 28 years later, the movie. Ugh, I can't wait. I've loved that series of movies since I watched 28 Days Later in high school. It was terrifying. Oh my gosh, terrifying. It is the scariest one of the 3, and it's the smallest budget. Cillian Murphy is such a good actor, and you should watch that movie if you want evidence of it. You would swear that he was living in a zombie apocalypse and not acting. Also, the opening scene. If you know,
the
you know.
syringes were working. Week 5, I felt nothing. So that is
Or
when I
not
doubled
not the opening scene, but when he wakes up after the thing.
my dose.
You know.
I still felt nothing. And when you
The
double
coma.
your dose, oh honey, you feel something. So that's when I was
The
like, something
ding.
just doesn't seem right to me. And I had 13 pre-filled syringes. So that's 5. I felt nothing. So that is when I doubled my dose. I still felt
Right. This is what I said, that she upped it for a week and she was like, I don't feel anything. I'm going to quit.
Nothing. And when you double your dose, oh honey, you feel something. So that's when I was like, something just doesn't seem right to me. And I had 13 pre-filled syringes. So that's 13 weeks worth. And that's like way past the expiration date. At that point, potency non-existent. But to answer your question, if I plateau on semaglutide, will I keep taking it? Yes. Are there any updates on Rarity? Sadly, no. In my actual gut and soul and heart, I really do believe that someone found her and they're loving on her. They're feeding her and she has water and
What makes you think that? And don't do that fake cryy voice. You sound like a little fucking baby. You sound like you're 5 years old, and I don't have respect for you when you do that.
warmth and love and laughter and cuddles. Everything that I once gave her. I truly believe that someone else is doing the same. For now, I will have her home one day. Like, I do believe that. And I'm putting out all of the positivity that I can.
Why are you smiling?
I believe that someone else is doing the same. For now, I will have her home one day. Like, I do believe that. And I'm putting out all of the
What the hell?
positivity that I can. Whew, I need a minute. Have you ever been assessed or evaluated for ADHD? Because, girl, I see all
Have you ever been assessed as a serial killer?
the signs in you. So I have been assessed by a psychologist, and the psychologist then said, you need to be like actively evaluated because
You need to be
show
actively
signs, as that person said.
in
And
a
this was when I
home.
was living in Kentucky. So I had scheduled an appointment, but it was literally for 6 months away. And I ended up moving because me and my girlfriend at the
Yeah, you knowingly did that. And then you didn't try to schedule another appointment immediately when you moved into town, knowing that you needed immediate help, according to that person. So you had awareness. You just chose not to do anything.
at the time broke up, and I was ready for a change. I did not belong in Kentucky anymore. And I think I had like 3 months to go until my appointment, but obviously since I moved, I wasn't able to attend the appointment. So I still have
Whatever.
not been evaluated. Do you have any updates on the article you were interviewed for? Nope. I have not been contacted since I did the interview. Where is Wasabi? More than likely he's laying on the bed. How did you find out Santa wasn't real? So I was laying in the living room, and I did that because I wanted to catch Santa in the act. I'm sure most little kids do. So I was sleeping on the couch next to the Christmas tree. Next thing you know, my mom's like, oh my God, my water broke as I was putting Santa's gifts out under the tree. She did not know that I was awake. She did not know that I heard that. But yeah, my mom went into labor on Christmas 2 times with me and with my brother Jonathan. I was born on the 27th though, so she was in labor for like a hot minute. She went in labor with Jonathan early, like in the morning, like in the night while I was
I like how she tells other people's lives like it's her life story. I mean, it's part of her life, but the way she tells it, the ownership she takes over it. She didn't know I was awake, but I was awake. And she just said that out loud. Who cares? It's your mom. She's pregnant. She can say that her water broke. What's wrong with that?
sleeping and actually still had him that day. So my brother Jonathan's birthday is on Christmas. Literally the
Oh,
best
nice.
Christmas of my life.
I share a birthday with a lot of people in my family. And yeah.
Do you deep down want to be skinny? If I could have any body type in the world and I was 100% the healthiest I could be, I still would not want to be skinny. My favorite body type is like chunky, like
Ew.
curvy, like
Not you, but why did she describe it like that? What? I want them chunky. I want to see you have lumps on your body so you look uneven and disproportionate. That's what she's saying.
thick thighs, like good hips, pretty big butt. I don't want to be skinny for me. I think every body type is beautiful. Skinny, chunky.
I told you guys she likes a good big girl. Not big, but not skinny. I knew it.
fat, whatever it may be. Like, I think you are absolutely gorgeous. But for myself, like, I want some curves. I want some meat. I want my partner to
Don't
grab
do that.
onto my what? When is the last time you watched Karina Kaboom? I'm telling you, the last time I watched her, I think
Karina.
was during live stream era. 3 X's ago, like even before Feline. I don't like that woman. I hate everything about that woman. Like, no tea, no shade, but what is going on with her? I
Amberlynn loves to use phrases she doesn't understand.
chose to like be like, I cannot do this anymore. Like, she puts me in the biggest negative headspace. So I said, I'm actively removing myself from the situation. And I have not watched her since. So it's literally been years. Are you for or against abortion? I am pro-choice. Will you get another pet anytime soon? No. Absolutely not. I'm still waiting for Rarity to come home. What's the last hypocritical thing you've heard recently that involves another YouTuber? So I don't know if you guys know who this is, but Nikki and Gabby are two twins that have done YouTube for so long, probably even longer than me, and I've been on YouTube for 11 years. But either way, they've been on YouTube for literally forever. And they used to do a ton of videos. Like they had like their own channel. Now they have like two separate.
She has to always relate back the story to her. Well, maybe longer than me. I've been on for 11 years.
For channels because
we
they decided not to make videos together anymore.
You don't need to tell us again.
They would get so many views, like millions of views. Like they were part of like the most famous YouTubers. Like they would go to like Tarte brands and like Bora Bora because like companies would pay for them to do that. And like they were like part of that group, right? Well, Nikki has recently came out on her TikTok and like confessed all of these lies. I'm like talking crazy things that like Nikki and Gabby both lied about and like faked in their videos. Like so many things that it literally has left my jaw on the floor. Like, and I still have not picked it up. Can someone pick it up for me?
I
and
don't
I think
care.
The reason why my jaw is
Amberlynn, of course, is so obsessed with other people's lives because she has nothing going on in her own. Like, this is a side hobby for me. Even if I made a bunch of money off of this, it would still be a side hobby because outside of me making a fortune and not ever having to worry about money or time or anything ever again, I want to keep working. I want to be busy. And even if I made a fortune, I would still want to do something that kept me busy because I like that. I've done it since I was young. Since I was in middle school, I've always had multiple things going on. And then the next big challenge is always exciting for me. And like, that's why I've reached where I am, that I have a career at my age of 33. Amber can't even imagine that.
still sitting on the floor.
She thinks it's a career to sit on her ass all day and film for 5 seconds, but it's not. It's really not.
Nobody's mad. Nobody's mad at them that they have lied and like cheated their way through the YouTube life. Like I'm so like I genuinely am so confused because like that one video that I made 8
Do we need to mention Mr. Beast?
years ago where I was like, yeah, these are the few things that I've lied
or
about.
Or the Pauls? For real?
Here are the reasons why I've done it. That has haunted me. Like there's no tomorrow. Like people still to this day bring it up and it's been like 8 years now. But Nikki and Gabby lied about even worse and even more, and people are just
Who
gagged.
cares?
We're just gagged.
Who cares?
And like nobody cares. I'm like, I don't know what planet. As Yo Mama says, am I in the upside down? Like,
yes,
am I in
the
upside down? Am I living in the upside down right now?
Maybe somebody can do. I heard that somebody did a Chantal in the upside down. Maybe they can do one for Amber.
And as a viewer, like I'm hurt. I'm like, what? You lied about all of that, and all of that was fake and like orchestrated.
Who cares?
And I'm just like, what is going on? I can't be.
I have no idea who she's even talking
about.
Everyone's
reacting. Everyone's totally fine with it. Totally cool. You know what? You're skinny. You're beautiful. Go ahead and lie. It's totally fine. Why do you nervously laugh around Tommy so much? I'm never nervous around Tommy. When I'm laughing around Tommy, it's because I'm happy. Like I'm genuinely like so happy. I just can't stop laughing. That's a good sign.
Ew.
Like I want to continue smiling. I want to continue laughing. I want to.
That makes you sound fucking insane.
Continue joking. Like Tommy isn't just my lover, my partner, my this, my that. She is my best friend. And I want to always have fun with her. Even doing stupid things like trying eggnog and I'm just like giggling.
I remember the times when Amberlynn would say Crystal was her best friend. Or when she would say the audience was her best friend. Or when she would say Jordy was her best friend. Or when she would say Zachary Michael was her best friend. I miss all of those times.
And like a schoolgirl, it's because I'm happy.
More than
like,
I miss Emily being her friend.
When I'm around her and I want it to stay that way. Are you still friends with Alexis? And can we get an update on that? We are still friends. We are not as close as we used to be. I think that I do have like a wall up and I think she knows. Obviously, like the trust there due to the betrayal, like there's no trust there, you know? I think she knows that. And
I don't want to steal the ankles saying, but I'm really rolling my eyes right now.
I think she feels
It
bad, but I think she's
hurts.
being patient and she's being understanding and she's being kind and just like not forcing anything, which is what I appreciate. Like, I genuinely care about Alexis and I love her and I know she feels the same for me.
Blah,
So I'm
blah,
glad
blah.
that I was able to forgive her and we were able to hang out quite a few times and like have a great time. But I think it's gonna take a while before things ever get back to how they were, if they ever do. Who are some of your
Blah,
favorite
blah,
YouTubers
blah.
right now? Life Plus Cindy, I don't know what it is, but I don't know. I love her videos. Pink Vlogs, which is Pink Sparkles, but her vlog channel, and also Yo Mama. So I'd say those are my top 3 right now. How big is your bush? I have a dainty bush. If you could ask Jordy one single question and
I think I just lost 10 years off my life after that comment.
have him answer honestly and without bias or trying to impress his audience, what question would you ask him? Honestly, there's a lot. I have a whole interview I could give him. Trust. Jordy, hello. I know you're watching. I know you're watching by yourself first, and then you like to watch again while you're reacting, which is weird because why can't you just watch the first time during your reaction? Is it because you have to think of things to say and to
No, I don't think so. Because a lot of what he says is spontaneous and in reaction to the audience. So what you're saying is pretty specious.
complain about
Look it up, Amber.
and to nitpick and all the little fat jokes you make? Is that what it is? You have to like ponder that while you're playing your little World of Warcraft in your mom's basement? Don't answer that because that's not the question. My question is, you say
Amber, we're far enough in that I can call you a cunt.
that you want, the best for me. You want me to go on semaglutide and lose the weight. You say that you're just a reaction channel and you're reacting to just, me as a person. And supposedly I'm just not a good person and all that. But what makes you better? Every 1 minute or 2 minutes, you have a fat joke, a very mean fat joke. You are fat phobic and you're fat shaming and your audience eggs it on. What makes you any better than me? You are actively making fun of someone's weight, size, and body.
I mean, Jordy can drive. He has had a job before. He can go and do anything that he wants in terms of going to like a concert or going on amusement rides. You know, maybe you should try it, but you can't.
For money, for monetization gain. But yet I'm the bad person. I know you're gonna have a rebuttal. I know you're gonna manipulate your audience. But either way,
I can't wait for Jordy's like demonic laugh. I cannot wait.
you were just reacting. Like, why is it okay to be fat phobic while doing so? Is that because that's all you have? Because I'm not as shitty as you really thought I was, and my life isn't as dramatic as you want it to be. So the only thing you have is like every other minute making fun of my body and my weight and my size and my issues.
He can also bring up the fact that you bought his information off of the internet.
That's pretty fucking pathetic if you ask me. And I think it's time you go outside and get a little
Nobody
bit of sun.
does
You're looking a
ask
little
you though. Like nobody cares what a little shut-in incel thinks. Nobody.
pale. All right, you guys, I enjoyed this one. I hope that you guys enjoyed. We have one more to go, and I'll see you in that video. Bye.
This is what it feels like when I'm watching people do reactions to the Kardashians, or if I'm watching them replicating makeup stuff, I guess. Because it's like nice to watch the technique because it's like art painting, kind of like Bob Ross. But then at the same time, I have to listen to the Kardashians. Let's look at the comments. Bop, 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 bop. Bop, 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 bop to the top. You should be more worried about your health instead of what random people are saying. Why is Jory why is Jordy living with his mother and playing WoW a dig? You're a gamer too, and you used to be dependent. She is still dependent on people. Just because she has money doesn't mean she's not dependent on people. Like, that doesn't mean anything. You moved in with your girlfriend's parents, was unemployed, got an allowance, and didn't even do any chores. Yeah, that's fair. That is very fair. Yeah, exactly. She thinks it's so long ago that it doesn't matter. Jordy didn't force a minor to send naked pics. Casey. He didn't falsely accuse anyone of assault. Casey and Feline. He didn't off any of his pets. Yeah, he's winning really in those regards. This girl is living proof that nobody is immune to main character syndrome. Exactly. Nobody asked her at all for her opinion on Jordy. Clearly his audience doesn't care. Like, and they actually like him insofar as they're willing to financially support him. So, I mean, really, you're losing in that scenario, Amber, that you have such a low opinion in people's minds that anyone else can do better than you, pretty much. He's getting the same views as your Christmas vlogs. So you're really not doing very well. Evil Kermit. Here faster than Amber talking about a person she hasn't watched in 3 years. Karina Kaboom, since she blocked her name with the frogs. I love that. I will most likely be stopping when I start taking semaglutide. Spoken like a true addict who absolutely will not be stopping. Exactly. She'll say, well, maybe I can just reduce it. And then maybe I can just every other day. Maybe I can just hold on to that one last little bit and then it'll be a rebound thing where she's fully on it again. I still haven't been walked. It's been 2 weeks now. Oh my gosh, Twinkie. Poor Twinks. Girl who literally has vitamin D deficiency because she never leaves the house telling someone else to go outside because they look pale is hilarious. I know. I don't you love it when somebody who doesn't leave their house literally tries to tell somebody else that they need to get a life? Like, what kind of loser ass reality are you living in? Really? And also, I am vitamin D. I have to take how many units is this? It is 5 oh, it's not 5,000 units, 50,000 units. It's prescription and it's 1.5 milligrams of the vitamin D2. I have to take so much because I never really get that much sun because I work inside most of the time. The fact you can tell anyone else to go outside and get some sun is comical. Exactly. If she got That's the thing. People think that her mom is indigenous only because she's so tan, but literally she just gets sun. She just goes outside and she probably doesn't wear sunscreen. And she probably didn't wear sunscreen when she was on drugs. So that accumulates and makes you darker over time. Like, and unless she just stays out of the sun and doesn't get any sun for years, probably, and gets skin treatments and stuff, she'll have skin damage and everything that keeps her more of a tan color. Whereas Amber never goes outside, so she's not close to her mom's color. But her grandma, you notice, is the same color as Amber, which means, and her grandma is really old. She doesn't go outside, you would know, because she would be more tan. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. You're the last person on earth that should open her mouth about other people living with their parents. Your mother does everything for you, and you made her drive 19 hours across the state to your girlfriend. Who does that? You have no way to talk. Exactly. You took Delta 8 on semaglutide. Oh, on semaglutide. Oh, but sure. It's because the syringe is expired. Her mouth looks exactly like the secretary later from Monsters Inc. Edna, I think. Uh, yeah, yeah. Let's be real. Amber's style is anything that can fit. At the moment, anything at the moment that can fit. Oh, that scarf? It needs to be plus size. I got to that when I was watching the ankles retro reaction that she needed an extra large scarf basically because it was too short. The 34-year-old 600-pound toddler that can't leave the house without her mommy and needs people to take care of her is going after a 28-year-old man because he tells her and the community the truth. Anything for views and attention. Coral even thinks she can manipulate her tarot cards. Sorry, Amber, that's not how it works. Yeah, she did change it. She changed shirts. You called out KK and blocked her from commenting, and you blocked specific words relating to her. Jordy's stream is about to be lit after this. Yep. 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 Treating her tarot cards better than her animals. You know it. Inanimate objects are the way to go for her. They don't have feelings and can't talk back to her. Anywho, I think that's good enough. Well, oh, she blocked Jordy's name too. That's why they're doing that 0 thing. I didn't realize before. Jordy isn't the one who had to take vitamins because they were never being in the sunshine. Yeah, that's true. But to be fair, most people really need extra vitamin D in North America. So, yeah. And then Amber just never goes outside, so she never has an opportunity to get enough vitamin D. Anywho, if you like this reaction, leave a glass of milk in the comments. Bye, and leave a like and subscribe. Bye.